On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Pessimism.
A tendency to see the worst in things and anticipate adverse outcomes. A belief that the world is generally bad or that something will go wrong more often than it will go right.
Examples:
Deep pessimism. Sense of pessimism. The CEO's constant pessimism about the company's future affected employee morale.
Optimist.
A person who tends to expect the best in all things and to be hopeful and confident about the future.
Examples:
Optimist by nature. Excessive optimist. She is a confident optimist who always looks on the bright side.
Drawing.
The act of making a picture with a pencil, pen, or other instruments on paper, cardboard, or other material.
Examples:
Technical drawing. Drawing for design. She is talented at drawing and has won several awards for her artwork.
Hitchhike.
To obtain a ride in a passing vehicle by signaling to the driver or waving one's thumb. To travel by getting a free ride in someone else's vehicle.
Examples:
Hitchhike a ride. Hitchhike across the country. She had to hitchhike to the nearest gas station when her car broke down.
Transport.
A system for moving people or products from one location to another using automobiles, roads, and so on.
Examples:
Transport facilities. Access to public transport. Enhanced rail transportation is crucial for our business.
Declension.
Of grammar, the variation of nouns, pronouns, adjectives, and articles to indicate number, case, and gender, a process of decline or deterioration, a category or system of classifying nouns based on their various forms.
Examples:
Declension patterns. Latin declension. In the study of Latin, students learn about the different declensions of nouns.
Trend.
A general direction in which something is changing or developing.
Examples:
An international trend. The trend away from television. The oil price continued their downward trend.
Founder.
A person who establishes an organization, institution, or business, the structural component of a ship or boat that provides stability and resistance against capsizing.
Examples:
Founder of a company. Nonprofit founder. The company's founder envisioned creating innovative technology that would change the world.
Suburb.
An outlying district or residential area of a city or town, typically comprising middle-class and affluent neighborhoods.
Examples:
Suburb development. Suburb life. He grew up in the suburbs, but always dreamed of living in the city.
Debate.
A formal discussion or argument of opposing viewpoints, often to persuade others to adopt a specific position. A public discussion, often on an issue of current interest, in which participants offer opinions and differing perspectives.
Examples.
Debate topic. Debate competition. The debate over climate change continues to be a hot topic in politics.
Anniversary.
The annual recurrence of a date marking a notable event, a date on which an event occurred in a previous year.
Examples.
Anniversary celebration. A bicentennial anniversary. They celebrated their 10th anniversary with a romantic dinner.
Retrospective.
Looking back on or dealing with past events or situations, particularly those that are considered important or influential. An exhibition or showing of a particular artist's work, covering an extended period of time.
Examples.
Retrospective review. Retrospective study. The retrospective exhibition featured some of the artist's earliest works.
Goofy.
Silly or foolish.
Examples.
Wear a goofy hat. With a goofy expression. He made a goofy face as he recalled this morning's events.
Limitation.
A rule or act that restricts the scope of something.
Examples.
Impose limitation. Limitation of exercise. Disability is a physical limitation to living everyday life.
Conceive.
To have or develop an idea, a plan, etc. in mind, to become pregnant.
Examples.
Conceive of an idea. Conceive a child. I can't conceive he'd want to harm us.
Invest.
To put money, effort, time, etc. into something to make a profit or achieve a result.
Examples.
Invest in stocks. Invest capital. The government should view children as national assets and actively invest in them.
Hub.
The central or main part of a particular place, activity, network, etc. The central part of a car wheel, fan, propeller, etc., through which the shaft or axle passes.
Examples.
A hub of commerce. Education hub. This airport has taken the first step to become an international hub airport.
Packaging.
The process, materials, or container used to wrap or contain a product for distribution, storage, or sale. The design or appearance of a product's packaging.
Examples.
Packaging materials. Biodegradable packaging. The packaging for the fragile items was made of sturdy materials and could withstand rough handling during shipping.
Overnight.
Lasting for or occurring during one night, occurring or changing extremely quickly or suddenly, happening or being achieved in a short amount of time.
Examples:
Overnight parking. Overnight success. The overnight package delivery arrived at my door this morning.
Amazing.
Extremely surprising, especially in a way that you like or admire.
Examples:
Amazing advances. The most amazing feeling. The golfer recorded an amazing distance.
Firm.
Resolute or unwavering in decision-making or action, strong or secure in structure, make or composition, reliable, trustworthy, or dependable. Noun, a business or company.
Examples:
Firm grip. Accounting firm. The firm deadline for submitting the project is tomorrow, so we need to work efficiently to finish on time.
Responsible.
Answerable or accountable for something within one's power, control, or management.
Examples:
Responsible action. Responsible for customer service. She's a responsible pet owner who ensures her dog gets enough exercise and a healthy diet.
Folk.
People in general, especially those of a particular group or type.
Examples:
Folk art. The folk songs of a particular district. Some seaweed was used as folk medicine in ancient times.
Mint.
A place where coins, paper money, or metals are produced under government authority. Any north temperate plant of the genus Mentha with aromatic leaves and small mauve flowers.
Examples:
A mint of money. Mint flavor. The mint produces thousands of coins each day.
Ethos.
The set of beliefs and attitudes that belong to a particular community, nation, ideology, or a person.
Examples:
Ethos of science. Corporate ethos. Medical students need to acquire not only knowledge, but also a professional ethos of a doctor.
Architecture.
The art and science of designing and constructing buildings.
Examples:
Architecture design. Classic architecture. The city is known for its impressive architecture and beautiful old buildings.
Structure.
The way of construction of something and the arrangement of its parts, or a complex thing constructed of many parts.
Examples:
The structure of a machine. Structure and function of the brain. The organizational structure of startups is often flat and straightforward.
Digital.
Processing or storing information as a succession of 1 and 0 to show that a signal is present or missing, relating to the use of computer technology, especially the Internet.
Examples:
a digital watch, digital electronic signature. Sensors convert physical phenomena into digital signals.
Corporate.
Of or relating to a large company.
Examples:
corporate right, corporate environment. The corporate office has decided to lay off 10% of the workforce.
Protocol.
A set of rules or procedures for transmitting data or conducting a process or activity, especially in computer networks or scientific experiments, the initial or original version of an agreement.
Examples:
draft a protocol, protocol breach. The company has a strict protocol for handling sensitive information to ensure security.
Engineer.
A person whose job is designing, building, or maintaining something such as machines, structures, or software.
Examples:
a civil engineer, engineer shortage. The engineer will repair my telephone tomorrow morning.
Pilot.
A person who flies an aircraft, especially as a job, a person qualified to guide ships through a difficult area of water.
Examples:
a test pilot, pilot production. The pilot exercised great care in landing.
Jury.
A group of people called upon to render a verdict or judgment in a legal trial. A group of people chosen for a special purpose or task.
Examples:
jury verdict, jury duty. The judge instructed the jury on the law and the evidence presented in the trial.
Mascot.
A person, animal, or object that is believed to bring good luck, often adopted by a sports team or organization as a symbol of their identity or values.
Examples:
team mascot, corporate mascot. The city's mascot is a famous landmark that attracts tourists.
Bumblebee.
A large, furry bee with black and yellow bands on its body that is known for its loud buzzing sound and its important role in pollinating plants.
Examples:
bumblebee pollination, protecting bumblebees. The sound of the bumblebee's wings was soothing to listen to.
Fur.
The hairy coat of a mammal, especially when fine, soft, and thick.
Examples:
an artificial fur, fur coat. The fur of the animal was thick and soft to the touch.
Wingspan.
The distance between the tips of a bird's wings when fully extended and in flight, often used to describe the size or scope of something, particularly about physical objects or structures.
Examples:
bird wingspan, airplane wingspan. The bald eagle has an impressive wingspan of over 7 feet.
Ratio.
The relative size or amount of one thing to another, typically expressed in the form of a fraction or decimal.
Examples:
Debt-to-income ratio. Ratio of boys to girls. The ratio of water to sugar in the recipe is 1:2.
Mysterious.
Difficult to understand, explain, or identify, having an aura of secrecy, intrigue, or puzzlement.
Examples:
Mysterious object. Mysterious stranger. The mysterious disappearance of the ship remains unsolved.
Massive.
Enormous amount, very heavy and solid.
Examples:
Massive amounts. Massive stars. The recent economic downturn has resulted in massive layoffs.
Government.
The group of people with authority to control a country or state.
Examples:
Government bureaucracy. Government funding. The federal government is planning to increase taxes for the next fiscal year.
Complicated.
Involving a lot of different things or parts in a way that is difficult to understand or analyze.
Examples:
A complicated process. Become increasingly complicated. He did complicated pen and ink drawings in just a few days.
Flap.
A piece of material attached to a garment, sail, or aircraft which flaps in the wind. Verb, to move in a wavy pattern or with an up and down motion.
Examples:
The flap of wings. Flap out a candle. The flap of the tent was open, letting in the fresh air.
Bizarre.
Very strange or unusual.
Examples:
The story is bizarre. Bizarre behavior. The truth was more bizarre than expected.
Configuration.
The arrangement or pattern of something or a group of related things.
Examples:
Configuration of the system. Engine configuration. The configuration of molecules in steel changes significantly with temperature.
Courier.
A person or company that transports and delivers messages, packages, or goods, often with a focus on speed and reliability.
Examples:
Courier service. International courier. The courier company provides tracking details so we can know where our package is.
Pit.
A hole in the ground or a cavity in a surface, a place for storing or holding something, a section of a theater or sports arena where people can sit.
Examples:
The bottomless pit. The pit of the stomach. The pit of the avocado can be removed by gently wedging a spoon around it.
Row.
An arrangement of objects or people side by side in a line. Verb, to propel a boat through the water using oars.
Examples:
Criminal on death row. A row of cherry trees. He was the leader of the demonstrators and spoke out against the war in the front row.
Aisle.
A passage between rows of seats in a theater, airplane, or other public building, typically one of two or more running parallel with the main body of the structure.
Examples:
Aisle seat. The center aisle of a church. She walked down the aisle to the front of the church.
Trousers.
A pair of leg coverings that extends from the waist to the ankles, covering each leg separately, often referred to as pants.
Examples:
Work trousers. Denim trousers. He wore black trousers and a white shirt to the job interview.
Destination.
The place to which someone or something is going or being sent, the ultimate purpose or goal of a journey or action.
Examples:
Travel destination. Romantic destinations. I am excited to reach my destination and explore the new city finally.
Packet.
A small container or envelope that holds one or more items, typically used for storing or transporting items like food, medicine, or marketing materials.
Examples:
Packet delivery. Packet data network. I need to buy a packet of biscuits from the store.
Hop.
To jump lightly and quickly on one foot or both feet, to move rapidly from one place to another, to travel using an aircraft, bus, etc.
Examples:
Hop on one foot. Hop from one place to another. The rabbit hopped over the fence.
Intervene.
To intentionally get involved in a situation to improve it or prevent it from getting worse.
Examples:
Intervene in a dispute. Intervene between quarreling parties. Following international law, our country does not intervene in the internal affairs of our neighbors.
Entity.
Something that exists independently and has its own identity.
Examples:
Legal entity. Government entity. A company is a distinct legal entity.
Pass.
No longer fashionable or current, outdated, considered to be old-fashioned or out of date.
Examples:
Passé entertainment. Passé trend. Bell-bottom jeans, once considered passé fashion, have made a surprising comeback in recent years.
Contract.
A legally binding agreement between two or more parties, setting out their rights and obligations to each other, typically in writing and enforceable by law.
Examples:
employment contract, contract law. The company signed a contract with the supplier for the delivery of goods.
Obligation.
The state of being morally or legally bound to do or pay something.
Examples:
a deep obligation, pay an obligation. You are under no obligation to finish the job.
Receiver.
The part of a phone that you hold close to your ear and mouth, a person who receives something.
Examples:
a GPS receiver, aid receiver. Delivery companies often require the receiver's signature to certify the completion of package delivery.
Specify.
To explain or state something clearly and exactly.
Examples:
specify a cause, specify an option. You can specify the font color by clicking the Color tab.
Fog.
A thick cloud consisting of tiny water droplets or ice crystals suspended in the air at or near the Earth's surface. A weather condition in which visibility is reduced because of a cloud of water.
Examples:
a dense fog, front fog lights. The fog cleared away, and the star-filled sky appeared.
Immediately.
Now or without delay.
Examples:
immediately recall a product. Write him an answer immediately. A suspension order from the court is effective immediately.
Vice.
Wrongdoing or wicked behavior, in the form of vice versa, with the order reversed. As a prefix, someone with a job immediately below a particular person.
Examples:
virtue and vice. Vice chair of the committee. Cats hate dogs and vice versa.
Lava.
A frothy substance produced by mixing soap and water, used for cleaning.
Examples:
creamy lather. Lather of foam. The bar of soap produced a thick lather as she washed her hands.
Rinse.
To wash off soap or remaining dirt with clean water. To gargle your mouth and throat with mouthwash.
Examples:
rinse out your mouth. Rinse the shampoo. Please rinse the soap off of those dishes well.
Rely.
To require a certain thing or the assistance and support of someone or something in order to continue, run properly, or succeed.
Examples:
rely on convenience stores. Rely entirely on him. Babies heavily rely on others for food.
Delicate.
Very fine, subtle, and pleasing, easily broken or damaged or destroyed.
Examples.
Delicate attention. A delicate flavor. The fresh green trees cast a delicate web of shadows over the lawn.
Vulnerable.
Capable of being hurt or influenced physically or mentally.
Examples.
A vulnerable bridge. Vulnerable parts of the body. Infants and pregnant women are particularly vulnerable.
Striking.
Interesting and distinctive enough to draw notice, exceedingly appealing, frequently in an odd manner.
Examples.
Striking innovation. Striking evidence. The two plays have a number of striking parallels.
Instance.
A particular example or single occurrence of something.
Examples.
For instance. Notable instance. These articles cite 5 instances of climate change.
Honeycomb.
A structure of hexagonal cells made of wax by bees as a place to store honey and to rear their young.
Examples.
Honeycomb lattice. Honeycomb pattern. The beehive was made of an intricate honeycomb pattern.
Provider.
A person or an organization that supplies somebody with something needed or wanted.
Examples.
An information provider. The provider of the family. People select internet providers not only in terms of price, but also in terms of transmission speed.
Occurrence.
An event, incident, or happening, something that happens or takes place.
Examples.
Rare occurrence. Frequent occurrence. The doctor said that the occurrence of these symptoms may indicate a more serious condition.
Filter.
Any of several types of equipment or systems used to separate particles from liquids or gases or to remove specific forms of light.
Examples.
Gas filter. Clogged filter. Ozone is a primary filter to protect Earth's surface from harmful UV rays.
Censor.
A person or institution responsible for examining books, movies, and other forms of media to determine if they are harmful or offensive and should be banned or altered. An official in charge of banning or suppressing information.
Examples.
Censor a book. Censor a TV program. The newspaper editor decided to censor the controversial headline to avoid backlash.
Effectuate.
To cause or bring about something, particularly a change or action, to put into effect or implement.
Examples.
Effectuate a merger. Effectuate a solution. The new policy will effectuate more efficient processes within the company.
Subscribe.
To agree to receive or support something, often through payment or regular participation. To sign up for or enroll in something, such as a publication, service, or program.
Examples:
Subscribe to the service. Subscribe a petition. I want to subscribe to the newsletter to stay up to date on industry news.
Advert.
An advertisement, verb, to make reference to something in speaking or writing.
Examples:
A television advert for the product. Full-page advert. Our company took out a big advert next to the highway.
Declare.
To say, state, or announce something clearly, officially, or publicly.
Examples:
Declare independence. Declare my love. Foreign goods from abroad must be declared to customs when entering a country.
Suddenly.
Quickly and unexpectedly.
Examples:
Suddenly attacked by an enemy. Die suddenly. Who answers suddenly knows little.
Awaken.
To stop sleeping or to cause someone to stop sleeping.
Examples:
Awaken at daybreak. Awaken a child. The friend's death awakens them.
Announcement.
A public statement or declaration, often made in writing or through the media, that conveys important information or news.
Examples:
Public announcement. Announcement date. The company made an announcement about its new product at a press conference.
Reverb.
An audio effect that produces a sound that is reflected off surfaces in an enclosed space, creating a sense of space or ambience, the natural echoing or reverberation of sound in a large or open space.
Examples:
Reverb effect. Reverb chamber. The singer's voice had a natural reverb that sounded beautiful in the acoustically designed church.
Post-mortem.
Relating to or occurring after death, a post-mortem examination is a medical examination of a body after death to determine the cause of death or to study the effects of a disease or medical treatment.
Examples:
Post-mortem findings. Post-mortem analysis. The medical examiner performed a post-mortem examination to determine the cause of death.
Fake.
Not genuine, fraudulent, or counterfeit.
Examples:
Fake police officer. Spread of fake news. The Prime Minister was not well prepared for the debate and faked it.
Privilege.
A special right or advantage that only one person or group of people has, usually because they are rich and powerful in a society.
Examples:
A breach of privilege. Privilege of membership. In the Middle Ages, the right to hunt in the wild was the privilege of royalty and nobility.
Clue.
An object, a piece of evidence, or some information that helps someone to find the answer to a problem, question, or mystery.
Examples.
A clue about the crime. A clue to the diagnosis. The police couldn't find a clue to her whereabouts.
Terminal.
A building or place where buses, trains, or airplanes stop and where passengers or goods can be picked up or dropped off. Adjective, of or situated at the ends of a delivery route.
Examples.
Terminal disease. A terminal syllable. The terminal at the airport is where passengers catch their flights.
Mess.
A state of confusion, dirtiness, or untidiness. Verb, to fail to do something or to make something dirty or untidy.
Examples.
Have a whole mess. Get into a mess. He made a frightful mess in his room.
Proportion.
A part, share, or amount of something considered in comparative relation to a whole.
Examples.
Direct proportion. A building of vast proportions. He is more concerned about the proportion of his body fat than usual because of an upcoming bodybuilding competition.
Font.
A complete set of characters in a particular style and size used for printing text or displaying information on a screen.
Examples.
Font size. Script font. I changed the font on my resume to make it more visually appealing.
Employee.
A person who is hired to work for a business or organization in exchange for wages or salary, a worker.
Examples.
Employee benefits. Employee evaluation. The employee handbook outlines the rules and regulations that all employees must follow.
Hijack.
To seize control of an airplane or other vehicle during an operation, especially with violence.
Examples.
Hijack a helicopter. Hijack a phone number. He made a desperate effort to hijack an airliner.
Drill.
A tool or machine used for making round holes or driving fasteners, a training or practice.
Examples.
The drill hit the well. Fire drill. Several military drill programs have become popular methods of exercise.
Clueless.
Lacking knowledge, understanding, or awareness about a particular subject or situation.
Examples.
Clueless in many ways. Clueless about the situation. She was completely clueless as to how to solve the problem.
Brigade.
A military unit typically consisting of several battalions, Usually commanded by a brigadier general, a group of people organized for a particular purpose or activity.
Examples:
Brigade commander, rescue brigade. The culinary brigade prepared a delicious meal for the guests at the banquet.
Random.
Made, done, or happening without method, conscious decision, or any regular pattern.
Examples:
A random choice. Bombs fell at random. To find drunk drivers, police conduct random tests.
App.
Abbreviation for application, software designed to run on smartphones and other mobile devices or inside a web browser on a PC.
Examples:
Killer app. Cannot log into the app. The discovery of a critical bug caused the company to delay the app's release.
Nowhere.
Not in, at, or to any place, not anywhere.
Examples:
Nowhere else to go. Come out of nowhere. I've been thinking all day and getting nowhere.
Praise.
An expression that shows approval and admiration of the achievements or characteristics of someone or something.
Examples:
Attain critical praise. Universal praise. The drama series mainly received praise.
Geeky.
Characterized by an intense interest or expertise in a particular subject or hobby, sometimes to the detriment of social skills or other interests.
Examples:
Geeky gadgets. Geeky interests. He had a geeky sense of humor and loved to make puns.
Hail.
To call out to someone to get their attention, often from a distance, to greet or welcome someone, especially with enthusiasm or admiration. Noun, precipitation in the form of small balls or lumps of ice that fall from the sky.
Examples:
Hail the victorious team with cheers. Hail forecast. People in the area were forced to hail a taxi due to the lack of public transportation options.
Wikipedia.
An online encyclopedia that allows users to contribute and edit articles collaboratively, a vast and frequently updated repository of information on a wide range of topics.
Examples:
Wikipedia entry. Wikipedia article. Not all teachers accept citing Wikipedia as a valid source for academic papers.
Edit.
To prepare written material for publication by correcting, condensing, or otherwise modifying it.
Examples:
Edit a history book. Edit a video. I need to edit this document before submitting it to my boss.
Encyclopedia.
A comprehensive reference work containing articles on a wide range of subjects or numerous aspects of a particular field or discipline, usually arranged alphabetically or thematically.
Examples:
Encyclopedia entry. Online encyclopedia. Many bookshops no longer carry printed encyclopedias, but some libraries still hold on to their collections.
Dumb.
Lacking the power of speech, unable to speak, stupid, or lacking intelligence.
Examples:
Dumb creatures. Struck dumb. He made a dumb mistake and forgot to submit the report on time.
Profoundly.
To a great or complete degree, deeply.
Examples:
Profoundly insightful. Sleep profoundly. The novel affected her profoundly, causing her to question her beliefs and values.
Tradition.
A belief, custom, or way of doing something that has been passed down from generation to generation within a group or society.
Examples:
A tradition of a culture. Against tradition. It is a tradition in many families to have a big Thanksgiving dinner with all their relatives.
Introduction.
A preliminary explanation or remarks given before the start of a text, performance, or event, the act of bringing something new into existence or introducing something to a wider audience or new market.
Examples:
Introduction education. Self-introduction. The introduction to the new class was informative and engaging.
Afterthought.
A thought or idea that comes to mind after the fact, often too late to be of much use, something that is added or considered belatedly, especially in speech or writing.
Examples:
Afterthought comment. An afterthought decision. Forgetting to mention our meeting was just an afterthought for him.
Encompass.
To surround or cover something completely, to include a large number of or different types of things entirely.
Examples:
Encompass a broad range. Encompass the enemy. The optimal solution that would encompass all these elements has yet to be proposed.
Ubiquitous.
Being or existing everywhere at once.
Examples:
Ubiquitous computing. Ubiquitous across ecosystems. Sugar is ubiquitous in food.
Suffice.
To be enough or sufficient, to meet the needs or requirements of something or someone, to satisfy or fulfill a purpose.
Examples:
Suffice to live. Suffice as evidence. Would 1 cup of flour suffice for this recipe?
Prefer.
To like, choose, or want one thing or person better than another.
Examples:
Prefer physics to chemistry. Prefer a window seat. The birds prefer open water areas with reeds around them.
Stir.
To mix a liquid or substance by using a spoon or something similar. To cause to be agitated, excited, or roused.
Examples:
Stir a sauce. Stir up controversy. Topics related to that war may stir up a political hornet's nest.
Spontaneously.
In a way that is natural, not planned or forced, and often sudden.
Examples:
Recover spontaneously after 5 days. This shift occurs spontaneously. The electrical cord spontaneously combusted.
Metaphor.
A figure of speech in which an expression is used to refer to something that it does not denote to suggest a similarity.
Examples:
Metaphor for death. Visual metaphor. She expressed her thought in an artful choice of metaphors.
Bunch.
A grouping of several similar things which are growing or fastened together.
Examples:
A bunch of trees. A bunch of schoolgirls. One bad apple spoils the whole bunch.
Monitor.
To observe, check, and track the progress or quality of something over a period of time.
Examples:
Monitor an exam. Monitor the data carefully. They used a special receiver to monitor police radio channels.
Administrator.
A person or organization responsible for managing and directing the affairs of a business, institution, government agency, or other organization, someone who administers, regulates, or supervises.
Examples:
School administrator. Network administrator. The university's administrator announced new policies regarding campus safety.
Reminiscent.
Making you remember someone or something, relating to the recall of personal interests.
Examples:
Reminiscent of ancient times. Reminiscent smile. His painting style is reminiscent of Monet's.
Damn.
To express disapproval of or disappointment in something or someone. To condemn or to curse, a swear word, an expression of anger.
Examples:
Damn the consequences. Damn with faint praise. The company's poor financial performance is likely to damn the CEO's chances of being re-elected to the board.
Tendentious.
Expressing or promoting a specific bias, viewpoint, or agenda, often in a way that is biased or one-sided, strongly and often excessively partisan.
Examples:
Tendentious argument. Tendentious analysis. The tendentious article was biased and lacked objectivity.
Apology.
An act of saying or writing that you are sorry for something that has been done wrong or that causes a trouble.
Examples:
Genuine apology. Accept his apology. She wrote a letter of apology to the renter.
Revert.
To return to a previous state or condition, to reply.
Examples:
Revert to a heavy smoker. Revert to the original subject. After trying the new software, I reverted to the old version.
Afloat.
Floating or staying on the surface of a liquid or body of water, having enough money or resources to stay out of debt or financial trouble.
Examples:
Afloat in debt. Cargo afloat. Despite facing financial difficulties, the small business managed to stay afloat thanks to its loyal customers.
Approximately.
Close to a specific number or time, but not exactly that number or time.
Examples:
Approximately 3 feet long. Approximately same. This trail takes approximately 2.5 hours.
Utter.
Complete, total, or absolute, said, done, or experienced without any exceptions or qualifications, spoken aloud or enunciated very clearly and distinctly, verb, to speak or articulate words, sounds, or a voice.
Examples:
Utter nonsense. Utter a big sigh. The utter chaos of the concert crowd made it seem like a wild animal was in the room.
Destruction.
The act of causing so much damage to something.
Examples:
Path of destruction. Cyclonic destruction. The extinction of several subspecies has been linked to climate change and habitat destruction.
Bot.
A computer program or software application that is capable of performing automated tasks, often on the internet, a type of electronic device that provides autonomous service or assistance to users.
Examples:
Spam bot. Bot detection. The translation bot helped me translate a website from another country.
Crawl.
To move forward slowly, as people or animals with their bodies near the ground.
Examples:
Crawl across the floor. Crawl away from a car. Along the gravel roads, sizable yellow school buses crawl.
Impel.
To drive, motivate, or urge someone to take action. To propel or provide a strong force to move something in a specific direction.
Examples:
Impel action. Impel him to take on an extra job. His passion for social justice impelled him to join the protest march.
Civility.
Polite and courteous behavior towards other people, a formalized display of politeness, often in the form of ritualized etiquette.
Examples.
Civility in politics. Practice civility. A culture of civility promotes respectful discourse and constructive conflict resolution.
Maturity.
The state of being fully developed, grown, or ripe, the quality or state of being fully developed mentally, emotionally, or intellectually, the ability to make sound and responsible decisions.
Examples.
Maturity level. Financial maturity. He showed great maturity in handling the difficult situation.
Extreme.
Very great in amount or degree.
Examples.
Extreme sports. Extreme weather events. Solar gravity creates extreme pressures and temperatures.
Trek.
A long and difficult journey, typically on foot.
Examples.
Horseback trek. Trek expedition. He was preparing for a long trek through the mountains.
Convention.
A large formal assembly of people who do a particular job or have a similar interest or of a political party, something regarded as a normative example.
Examples.
Convention center. Political convention. They met at biennial conventions.
Phenomenon.
Something that exists and can be perceptible, especially one that is not fully understood.
Examples.
Natural phenomenon. Historical phenomenon. A rainbow is a natural phenomenon.
Craze.
An enthusiasm for a particular activity, object, or idea that appears suddenly and achieves widespread but short-lived popularity, a fad.
Examples.
Craze for speculation. Fitness craze. We experienced a craze for electric vehicles as interest in green tech grew.
Traffic.
The movement of vehicles, people, or goods along a route or through a transport system, the amount of such movement in a particular place or at a particular time.
Examples.
Traffic jam. Heavy traffic. We decided to take a detour to avoid the construction traffic on the main road.
Discovery.
The act or process of finding information, a place, or an object, or learning about something that was previously not known.
Examples.
A scientific discovery. The great discovery of the century. Her research team made an important discovery.
External.
Belonging to or situated outside of someone or something.
Examples.
External factors. External commerce. When a company discloses information to the market, an external auditor verifies them.
Environment.
The natural world such as air, water, and land in which humans, animals, and plants live.
Examples:
Environment affairs. Chaotic environment. Every human is responsible for taking care of the Earth's environment.
Function.
The purpose or use of an object, system, or process, a particular activity or operation that is designed to serve a specific purpose, a mathematical concept that describes a relationship between two sets of values, called the input and output sets. Verb, to operate or work in a specific way, or to perform a particular task or purpose.
Examples:
Function properly. Immune function. The brain is an incredibly complex organ that controls the body's function.
Embrace.
To accept something willingly and enthusiastically. Noun, the act of clasping another person in the arms as in greeting or affection.
Examples:
Embrace an opportunity. A warm embrace. The woods embrace the house.
Retriever.
A dog bred and trained for retrieving game, particularly birds, for hunters, a device or machine designed for retrieving or recovering items that are difficult to reach or obtain.
Examples:
Retriever dog. Data retriever. The golden retriever was trained as a therapy dog to comfort hospital patients.
Saber.
A type of sword with a curved blade, typically used in cavalry or fencing.
Examples:
Saber fencing. Ceremonial saber. The military commander drew his saber and shouted orders to the troops.
Permission.
Consent or authorization given by someone in authority, or by the owner of something, allowing someone to do something or allowing something to occur.
Examples:
Grant permission. Permission for permanent residence. I asked my boss for permission to leave early for a doctor's appointment.
Viral.
Relating to or caused by a virus.
Examples:
Fight viral infections. Detect a viral code. This device can more accurately detect viral pathogens.
Mortify.
To cause extreme embarrassment, shame, or humiliation, to subdue or discipline one's bodily passions or desires.
Examples:
Mortify his ego. Mortify the body. My parents used to mortify me by telling embarrassing stories about me in front of my friends.
Corresponding.
Similar to, connected with, or accompanying something, especially in position or purpose.
Examples:
Find a corresponding lack. The corresponding word in Spanish. The corresponding number on the dial was 3.
Discuss.
To talk about or examine in detail, through conversation or debate, to exchange ideas, opinions, or information on a particular topic.
Examples:
Discuss options. Discuss solutions. We need to discuss the next steps for the project during our meeting tomorrow.
Extensive.
Covering a large area, having a wide range.
Examples:
Extensive experience. Have extensive vocabulary. The incident attracted extensive media coverage throughout the world.
Argument.
A set of statements or reasons used to support or refute a proposition or theory, a verbal or physical fight or dispute.
Examples:
A blazing argument. The argument against capital punishment. The argument between the two sides over the proposed policy was heated.
Feat.
A notable or impressive achievement, especially one that requires great skill or bravery.
Examples:
Intellectual feat. Feat accomplishment. It is an incredible feat to climb Mount Everest, the highest mountain in the world.
Snapshot.
An informal photograph, especially one taken quickly.
Examples:
Take a snapshot. Developed snapshot. There were framed snapshots of family and friends in her room.
Eventually.
Finally, particularly after a long time or a lot of struggle, complications, and so on.
Examples:
Eventually become obsolete. Eventually succeed. The corporation eventually dominated the entire tobacco business.
Decide.
To make up someone's mind about something, to come to a conclusion or judgment after considering options.
Examples:
Decide a question. Decide on a course of action. She couldn't decide whether to order the pizza or the pasta for dinner.
Unanimous.
Of two or more people, in complete agreement, of an opinion, decision, or vote, agreed or supported by everyone in a group.
Examples:
By a unanimous vote. Obtain unanimous consent. That bill reached a unanimous agreement.
Warn.
To make someone aware of potential danger or difficulty, particularly one that may occur in the future.
Examples:
Warn a reckless driver. Warned me of the plan. I attempted to warn him, but he ignored me.
Disagree.
To have or express a different opinion, idea, etc.
Examples:
Disagree about a particular issue. Disagree with a plan. I disagree for reasons already stated above.
Decision.
The act or process of making up someone's mind about something, a choice or judgment reached after considering options.
Examples:
Decision authority. A selfish decision. She was struggling to make a decision between two job offers.
Outcome:
The result or effect of an action, event, etc.
Examples:
Improved student outcomes. A desirable outcome. They awaited news of the outcome of the election.
Invention:
The creation of a new device or process resulting from study and experimentation, the act of inventing.
Examples:
The invention of new techniques. Common invention. Necessity is the mother of invention.
Stare:
To gaze or look fixedly and intently at someone or something, often in a questioning, curious, or suspicious manner. Noun, a fixed, intense, and prolonged gaze or look.
Examples:
Stare blankly. Give a menacing stare. He couldn't help but stare at the beautiful sunset over the ocean.
Decisis:
A legal principle that promotes reliance on past judicial decisions or precedents in deciding similar cases, which emphasizes the importance of consistency in interpreting and applying the law.
Examples:
Vertical stare decisis. Legal decisis. The judge made her decision based on the principle of stare decisis.
Whimsical:
Unusual and not severe in a way that might be funny or annoying, determined by chance or impulse or whim rather than by necessity or reason.
Examples:
Whimsical reasons. A whimsical person. Much of his painting has a whimsical quality.
Applied:
Of or relating to a subject of study, especially a science, that is used in a practical way.
Examples:
Applied research. Applied physics. Military technology eventually became the foundation for applied technology that supported people's lives.
Devote:
To commit or dedicate oneself or one's time, effort, or energy to a particular task or purpose.
Examples:
Devote all of my energies. Devote my own life. He devoted himself to studying the history of ancient civilizations.
Unfortunate:
Having bad luck or fortune, unlucky.
Examples:
An unfortunate orphan. An unfortunate situation. The unfortunate accident caused many injuries and some fatalities.
Portraiture:
The art or practice of creating portraits or likenesses of people, especially through painting, drawing, or photography.
Examples:
Portraitures of famous people. Portraiture of landscapes. The artist's portraiture captured the essence of her subject's character.
Bucolic.
Relating to or characteristic of the pleasant aspects of the countryside or rural life, having a rustic, idyllic, or pastoral quality.
Examples:
Bucolic setting. Surrounded with bucolic charm. We enjoyed a bucolic picnic in the meadow, surrounded by rolling hills.
Meadow.
A field of grass and wildflowers, especially one used for hay.
Examples:
Graze in the meadow. Lowland meadow. The lush meadow was covered in wildflowers.
Split.
To divide, or to make something divide into two or more parts, especially along a particular line.
Examples:
Split a bill. Split a reward equally. Companies often split their shares to lower the stock price and encourage investors to buy.
Rail.
A long, thin piece of metal or wood that is used to make fences or as a support for something. Verb, to complain bitterly.
Examples:
Rail system. Rail against his enemies. The children leaned over the bridge rail to watch the fish swimming below.
Fence.
A structure, usually made of wood or metal, that encloses an area, typically for protection or to keep animals or people in or out. A dealer in stolen property.
Examples:
Fence post. A brushwood fence. She planted a hedge to serve as a natural fence around her garden.
Carcass.
The dead body of an animal, especially one that has been killed for food.
Examples:
Examine a carcass. Carcass disposal. The animal's carcass was found in the forest, most likely killed by a predator.
Lampoon.
To publicly mock, ridicule, or satirize someone or something through exaggerated and often humorous imitation or parody. Noun, a piece of satirical content, often in writing, that mocks or ridicules a particular subject, individual, or group.
Examples:
Satirical lampoon. Lampoon a celebrity. The comedian loved to lampoon politicians, using satire to criticize their actions.
Snark.
Sarcastic or cutting remarks or comments intended to ridicule or undermine someone, often with a tone of superiority or disdain.
Examples:
Media snark. Political snark. She couldn't resist adding a little snark to her online comment.
Threat.
A strong indication or likelihood of harm, danger, or adverse consequences. An expression of intent to inflict harm or injury on someone or something, often made as a means of coercion or intimidation.
Examples:
Economic threat. Environmental threat. The threat of severe weather prompted the city to issue an evacuation warning.
Encounter.
To face something, particularly something unpleasant or difficult, while attempting to do something else, to meet, especially unexpectedly.
Examples.
Encounter a crisis. Encounter a storm. I'm prepared to encounter challenges throughout this adventure.
Pasty.
A type of baked pastry that typically consists of a filling of meat, vegetables, or other ingredients, enclosed in a pastry shell. Adjective, pale, lacking in color, or dull.
Examples.
Pasty face. Cornish pasty. I plan to pick up a chicken pasty at that bakery on my way home from work.
Represent.
To speak, act, or be present on behalf of another person or group, to form or constitute.
Examples.
Represent by a diagram. The characters that represent numbers. We elected him to represent us at the international conference.
Emotion.
A strong feeling such as love, anger, etc., deriving from one's situation, mood, or relationships with others.
Examples.
Control my emotion. Afraid to show emotion. Some emotions are common across cultures and backgrounds.
Endeavor.
To make an earnest attempt or effort, to strive or work hard towards a goal or objective.
Examples.
Endeavor to succeed. Endeavor as much as possible. We will endeavor to find a solution to the problem as quickly as possible.
Ethical.
Of or relating to principles about what is right and wrong, or the branch of knowledge dealing with these.
Examples.
An ethical doctrine. Shoulder ethical responsibility. The president must have the highest ethical standards.
Clip.
A small metal or plastic device used for holding an object or objects together or in place, a short part of electronic media, either an audio clip or video clip.
Examples.
Tie clip. Short video clip. He fastened some sheets of paper with a clip.
Collective.
Done or shared by every member of a group of people.
Examples.
Right to collective bargaining. Collective ownership. Product development is a collective effort.
Conscious.
Being aware of and able to respond to what is happening around you.
Examples.
Conscious effort. Conscious of having succeeded. He became conscious that he was being followed.
Imitate.
To copy the speech, behavior, appearance, etc. of someone or something.
Examples.
Imitate painting styles. Imitate animal sounds. He imitated the modus operandi of the famous phantom thief.
Technological.
Based on scientific and industrial progress.
Examples:
technological advancement. Technological policy. Technological advances have disrupted many industries.
Cardboard.
A stiff, thick material made from compressed paper pulp used to make boxes and other packaging materials.
Examples:
cardboard box. Cardboard cutout. I made a cardboard box to store my winter clothes in.
Motor.
A device that converts electricity, fuel, etc. into movement and makes a machine, vehicle, etc. work.
Examples:
a motor mechanic. DC motor control. Energy-efficient motors are needed to maximize the cruising distance of electric vehicles.
Stick.
To put something, usually a sharp object, into something, noun, a thin piece of wood or other material.
Examples:
stick a key in a lock. Fire stick. You stick a bill in the change machine, and the coins pop out.
Desire.
A strong feeling of wanting to have or do something.
Examples:
unsatisfied desire. Fleshly desire. Low sexual desire typically correlates with low testosterone levels.
Release.
To set free or allow to escape from confinement.
Examples:
release a prisoner. Release CO2 into the air. The animal rights group worked to release the dolphins back into the wild.
Chart.
A visual display of information such as a diagram, lists of figures, etc., a map designed to assist navigation by air or sea.
Examples:
a weather chart. A statistical chart. This pie chart represents our market share.
Steer.
To control the direction or movement of a vehicle, to direct a course of action, to guide or motivate someone.
Examples:
steer a steady course. Steer a conversation. The captain told him to steer the ship north.
Ride sharing.
An arrangement in which a passenger travels in a private car driven by its owner for free or for a fee, especially as arranged by using a website or app.
Examples:
ride-sharing app. Ride-sharing parking lot. The court ruled that the ride-sharing company should consider the drivers as employees.
Tumbleweed.
A type of plant, often a type of weed that has a spherical or cylindrical shape and breaks off from its roots and rolls in the wind, dispersing its seeds as it moves. A situation or place that is desolate, deserted, or lacking activity or inhabitants.
Examples:
Lonely tumbleweed. Tumbleweed rolling. The barren landscape was filled with tumbleweeds, blown around by the strong desert winds.
Reframe.
To reinterpret, rephrase, or redefine an issue, situation, or question in a different way.
Examples:
Reframe resource allocation. Reframe problem. The therapist tried to reframe his negative thoughts.
Stale.
No longer fresh, new, or interesting, dull or uninteresting.
Examples:
A stale joke. Stale smell. The bread was stale and not fit for eating.
Tarnished.
No longer having a good reputation or being reduced in value, quality, or excellence.
Examples:
Tarnished by scandal. Tarnished gold. She looked into the tarnished mirror and barely recognized her reflection.
Rekindle.
To revive or renew something that was previously lost or forgotten, often a relationship or feeling.
Examples:
Rekindle love. Rekindle hope. The couple tried to rekindle their relationship by spending more time together.
Highlight.
To make something prominent, mainly so that people give it more attention.
Examples:
Highlight a string in red. Highlight an important difference. The introduction highlighted the speaker's distinguished career as a consultant.
Couch.
A piece of furniture made for sitting, usually with a back and armrests, designed to seat more than one person.
Examples:
Leather couch. A couch potato. I love to relax on the couch and watch movies on the weekends.
Brilliant.
Extremely clever, skilled, or impressive.
Examples:
Brilliant idea. Brilliant performance. The more brilliant you are, the more people around you look at you with envy and jealousy.
Surf.
To ride on or through waves while standing or lying down on a board or other object. To search or browse the internet or other computer networks in a casual or aimless manner.
Examples:
Surf the internet. Surf the waves. I'll surf the online store to see if I can find that item in a different color.
Fatal.
Causing or resulting in death, lethal.
Examples:
Fatal accident. Make a fatal mistake. The car crash was fatal, and the driver died on impact.
Associate.
To mentally connect someone or something with someone or something else.
Examples:
Associate alcohol with gambling. Associate with people widely. The majority of consumers associate this brand with quality.
Reputation.
The general opinion that people have about someone or something, especially when this is based on their previous experiences or behaviors.
Examples:
reputation risk. Cloud his reputation. She has a good reputation for being one of the best chefs in the city.
Bias.
A strong feeling in favor of or against one group of people, an idea, or thing, often not based on fair judgment.
Examples:
bias against a big company. Have a bias towards socialism. She researched gender bias in politics.
Urge.
To spur on or encourage someone, especially by cheers and shouts. Noun, a strong desire or impulse, especially one that is difficult to control or resist.
Examples:
urge a total ban. A sexual urge. The lobbyist urged Congress not to approve the measure.
Pile.
A collection of objects positioned one on top of another, a large sum of something, such as money.
Examples:
a sand pile. The height of a pile. After the party, they had to clean up piles of dirty dishes.
Noun.
A word that generally functions as the name of a specific object or set of objects.
Examples:
noun phrase. Proper noun. In some foreign languages, the gender of nouns exists.
Verb.
A word or phrase that describes an action, state, or experience.
Examples:
complex verb. An auxiliary verb. Use a singular verb if the subject is singular.
March.
To walk militarily with stiff, regular steps.
Examples:
march against the war. March east. The troops marched shoulder to shoulder.